Hello, everyone. Well, the light is at the end of the tunnel, and I'm pretty sure most of you can see it by now. First of all of your instructors would like to congratulate you on navigating the course to this point. You have come a long way, and you've gained some very important skills. And it's obvious as we're grading the group project and the last issue report that you did that you are indeed implementing the skills that you learned about doing the lit review and how to write a bias free issue analysis. This final project is really an opportunity for you to integrate all of the skills that you have learned in the course and to create a plan that really transcends the boundaries of the course. You now have the autonomy to choose an issue that's relevant to your school district, and you have an opportunity here to define your purpose and and the results of the project can really have huge import in your district, um, and can affect the actions that your district takes as it moves to the future to um, implement some of their reform efforts. The results of the project also, um, if you complete this project with fidelity, the results can really set the standards for future change agents in your district. Think about if all the other educators with whom you work would exercise the same due diligence as they make recommendations for your district as you will on this project. So this project can really be setting the standards for everyone else with whom you work. At this point, we'd like to give you some suggestions that will help you as you move through the project. So, first of all, use the diagnosis worksheet as a guide to your thinking during the process. Um, you choose your own priority area. Now, it can be one that you listed earlier in the course, or it can be a different area if one has been identified in your district. Then you need to seek the current reality data about that issue. Now, the reality data will help you decide, is this really a valid issue, and does it warrant the investigation process? The data may include things like student achievement data. It might be survey data. It might be responses that the district has garnered from parent surveys, parent responses, etc. It may be office data if you're looking at office referrals or behavior. It can come from there. It can be district report data. The point is that you must have a place to start. You can't suggest improvement unless you know where you already are. You can't write a goal unless you have a baseline. So that's why you must have reality data. Now, current reality is not your assumption about things. It's not teacher opinions that you hear in the coffee lounge. Um, it's not opinions, and it's not based on, oh, this sounds like a good idea. That's not reality data. Secondly, after you have that data, you need to formulate a guiding question. Now, as previously stated in some of the other videos, you're going to ask a question that will guide your lit review. The best questions are not those answered by yes or no answers, but they give you a place to start so that then you can call out keywords that will guide your lit review. Remember too, as we've stated previously, that your purpose here is not to simply validate or support a previously conceived idea. It's not to say, I know that this particular approach or this particular strategy is the best one to use, so I want to find data that supports that. That's not the way to start your question. You want to start your question to figure out from the research, to find from the research what really is the best thing. We cannot afford to waste student time, teacher time, district money on things that are just seeming like good ideas, but that really don't work. We can't afford that. And so, your question at this point that you ask yourself is extremely important. Then you're going to begin your lit review, refer to the prior videos and the other resources that are on the course as a guide uh, to write your lit review. Then, after you've completed your lit review, based on the conclusion that you have garnered from that review, you can then discuss the comparison of your current reality data to the desired goal state, the desired state from the lit review. What does that tell you? Then you can start looking at the gap between the two. That's what the diagnosis worksheet calls the gap analysis. So, where are we now? What does the literature say about where we should be? What's the desired state? Here's our gap. And that leads to helping you write a really high quality goal statement. Now, the assignment rubric has a definition of what a good goal statement should be like, a quality goal statement. Some of you have written SMART goals. It's a lot similar to that. And so your lit review will inform you about the gap analysis and the desired state. So that's how you get to your goal statement. And then the goal statement then links to your action plan, which needs to be specific enough to be implemented. It's a mistake that we have seen some students make, that their action plan is so general, a district can't utilize it in any way. Now, there are two documents on the course site that can help you. One is the rubric for progress, and the other one is the actions for implementation. Use those as a thought process guide for you. They're not meant for you to just fill in the blanks there. And some of the sections may not apply to your particular action plan. However, if you use those as a guide for your thinking, you'll be able to write a more quality or higher quality action plan. So these tips, I think, can help you as you begin this process. Should you have questions about your topic or your question, all of your instructors, we are willing to help you to perhaps craft that a little bit differently to lend to a better lit review. So use these ideas and these suggestions as you begin this process for your final project. We wish you the very best of luck on this, and we are confident that with the skills that you've demonstrated up until this point, you're going to be able to create a very high quality project. So best of luck to you, and we all look forward to reading those final projects.